Hello, everyone. You're welcome. Tell a friend to tell a friend that yes, the Fred Effect is on. It's another weekend, and today I'm here with a very powerful person. You're going to be inspired, you're going to be educated. Hello, everyone. You're welcome. Tell a friend to tell a friend that yes, the Fred Effect is on. It's another weekend, and today I'm here with a very powerful person. You're going to be inspired, you're going to be educated. All right, I was having an echo at the background, and I hope it's sorted now. Let me hear from you in the comment section if there's still the echo at the background. All right,
All right, I was having an echo at the background, and
let's see how it's going to work this time around. Sorry about that. Been having challenges trying to have a solo um sound. I get feedback.
let's see how it's going to work this time around. Sorry about that. Been having challenges trying to have a solo sound. I get
Okay. Um, a bit of challenge trying to get the sound to be one, but I could hear myself whenever.
okay.
All right, I want to try one more time and see how it goes. When I talk, I hear myself. So it's okay. All right, I want to try one more time and see how it goes. So I decided to restart my laptop and see if it's going to work this time around. So let's see how it goes. Okay, looks like there is no echo this time around. Having a bit of network challenges. So let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, please let me know in the comments. Okay, great. Thank you for letting me know. I was having a bit of connectivity issues and all that, but thank God we are back, right? So we are going to get started real quick. Welcome everyone. My name is Frederick. Thank you for making time to join us. Please try and share so that other people can join in. It's going to be an inspiring section. I have my brother who has been waiting, and thanks to him, um, he wasn't aware it was going to be this time, but he has quickly made time to join us, and I really appreciate such a relationship. So tell a friend to tell a friend that the Fred Effect, it's joining hands with a powerful um, and inspirational Peter Bawuah, and it's going to be very inspiring. If you don't have a pen yet, please grab one, grab a notepad, grab a book, because there's going to be a lot of things you're going to benefit today from this conversation. Remember, we are live on the Fred Effect YouTube channel. We are live on Facebook as well. We are also live on X or Twitter, and then we are also live on Instagram. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and also share. Let's have your questions in advance in the comment section. We'll be responding to them. So, real quick, I'll bring Peter Belwa on. I know most of you know him already, but a little bit of introduction to anybody who will be seeing his handsome face for the first time. So, welcome, my brother. You're muted, so you have to unmute, sir.
Welcome, my brother. How are you?
Yeah, thank you so much. We've been having a bit of challenges, but we are live. We are
Yeah.
back, and thank you for making time. The timing was a little bit miscommunicated, but I appreciate the fact that you quickly made time to talk to our cherished viewers and listeners. So, to somebody who do not know Peter Belwa, I know you're a household name, right? Tell us
Yeah.
a bit about Peter Belwa, and very well also explain. And I love that mantra, inspiring Africa with Peter Belwa. What is this whole mantra about, and who is Peter Belwa for anybody seeing your face for the first time?
Okay. Thank you very much. My name is Peter Bawuah, as you said. Um, I am just a young, vibrant man who really wants to achieve greatness for myself and my people around me. I believe in coming together with growing a community where people can be inspired and being empowered because I believe in potentials and talent. I grew up in Techimentia, where I started the journey there at Techimentia Holy Trinity. But to God be the glory. I had my scholarship to United States, Canada, where I'm trying to do my masters here, and I'm done with school. And so, if you want to know Peter Bawuah, Peter Bawuah is just a local young guy that God has able to bless us, and He's really blessing us, and He's also using us as a gateway for people to be liberated and emancipated. My mantra for the Inspiring Africa basically is how we can able to come together as Africa, where we can able to ignite the spirit within people so that they can able to become productive to our community. So if you want to know Peter Bawuah more, I am just a young, vibrant man, determined man that really want to inspire the whole Africa and even the world. And I've been in that same sphere that we have been doing it. So thank you, my brother.
It's going to be a very powerful one. If you've not subscribed yet, please check out Peter Belwa. You know, a YouTube page. He has a Facebook page over almost 55,000 followers on Facebook. I'm showing the screen as you can see in the picture, background picture. He's actually in front of white people. Somebody who and we'll talk about that story, not going through the WASI for the first time and now standing in front of Canadians to talk to them, international students in a big hall to speak to them. You're going to be inspired today. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tune in. We are live on the Fred Effects Facebook. We are live on YouTube as well. I'm showing Peter Belwa's Facebook platform. Just in case this is your first time seeing his face, please go to Facebook, type Peter Belwa TV. He's a household name, and you have to follow and subscribe. He's inspired a lot of people, mentored a lot of people, and he's going to share some of his journey with us today. So I really am very privileged to have you on a platform. Let's get going. In Ghana, where are you specifically from? And talk a little bit about your educational background from the GHS level up to the university.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm from Techimentia in the Ahafo region. So Techimentia is a place where it's a farming community where people do They do farming activities like tomatoes. If you mention Techimentia, people who knows Techimentia is a farming place where people try to do tomatoes farming community. So I grew up where my father is a farmer, my mother is also a farmer. Growing up, my school, I attended Holy Trinity. The reason is that Holy Trinity teachers instill discipline. I mean, I remember Master Kuto, giving us the discipline that we need to stick through. And that time when I was growing up, I was not believing. I didn't know much about who I am, because sometimes the environment you grew up will not really reflect your future. So growing up there, I came to realize that there's a full potential in me that I need to revive, because when I wake up, I will see people around me. How can I able to change the story? How can I able to empower these people, the Shementia? How can I become significant to the country Ghana, to Africa and the world, so that people can benefit me? I believe that people are being a seed. If you're a seed, you need to grow up to become a bear fruit for people around you to also empower. So my educational journey started from Holy Trinity, where I finished school, and I got preset, but I couldn't go to preset because my mother can't pay boarding school. That time I think it was 1,330 million for boarding school, but my parent couldn't get the money, so I need to be a day student at Preseco, where I started my day student, and I go to school. I come back to help my family and my mother as well. And then through that, in fact, I was one of the brilliant students on even the whole school. Let me say that. I remember Mr. Tia and JJ. All these people helped me to build myself. But after school, I failed my English. I had D7 and science to D7. So I I was thinking that my father was thinking that let me go to teacher training, but you know um God always know the ways that He wants you to do, because sometimes there are certain delay in life. God want to prepare you. And me, I'm from religious background. I believe in spirituality, but spirituality doesn't mean that you need to not to reason. So sometimes God will send you to certain places because He know the future that He have for you. So when they were trying to have for me to go to Betco training, it didn't work there. So I told my dad that let me go back to senior high school and rewrite my exams. I'm not giving up. I really want to go to university. So after school, I went to Accra, where I was sleeping outside. A whole lot of things. I believe that people know the story about me, and through that I got somebody who sponsored me to Kwame Nkrumah. So after I failed at Presecco, I went to Amani Ampom Senior High School. Mr. Diate, Father Yambo, they all helped me to acquire the relevant skills. Madam Joanna, and which people I was one of the best students at 2016. I had 5 A's, and I through my results, somebody saw me and said, Peter, we can send you to university. Somebody took me to Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, where the person took care of me, my school fees, my hostel fee. My parent didn't pay anything, nothing, just 50 pesos. When I was going to university, somebody took care of me from my level 100 to level 400 through the grace. Because sometimes I failed for my first worship. I didn't know that God was preparing me because there was no money. My parent, those people who know my parent, they know that we are not from a good background that they can pay the school fee. But God knows that He will delay you so that He can able to pave some ways for you to acquire the skills and the relevance. And to God be the glory. After school, I was a teaching assistant at Department of Political Science, where I also applied to schools at United States and Canada, where I also nearly have most scholarships. And then I decided to come to Canada. And now I am, to God be the glory, I'm done with my master's at University of Canada. Now I am on work permit in Canada as well. Thank you very much.
Great. So your journey is so inspiring, and that's where we are going to share with people
Mm.
how you were able to do it and all that. So we will start with what did you study at KNUST?
So I did sociology and political science.
All
So
right.
that is a course I did over there. Yeah.
All right. And then when you were applying to universities in the US and Canada, what programs were you applying for? In the first place, somebody is taking you through bachelor's degree, and
Mhm.
you want to study abroad, right? So you did not have money to even go through bachelor's degree. How
Yeah.
were you thinking of getting money in order to study abroad?
In fact, for the first place, I've been telling people that Fred, you are aware that connection and relationship are very powerful when it comes to university education. If you are in school right now, if you're in nursing training, teacher training, relationship is very powerful. So after school, I was thinking that because I was a hostel manager, I
Yeah.
was a hostel manager at Tech. where every month I was earning some small money. I hope you get it. So what I was thinking is that after school, I'll try to get a Uber and do Uber and then do my hostel. That was the plan. I was not even really thinking of schooling abroad. So I had one friend who is called Spencer. He told me that, Peter, I can see potential in you. I know that you can apply. So he was trying to tell me to apply. So I just put it in there because I didn't know anything about school application. So he reviewed my SOP, my CV. I didn't know anything. But when I was looking, because my field is social sciences, I want to become a policy analyst. That is what I want to be. I want to be a policy analyst. And my field has been policy, public administration, criminology. So when I was applying to school, my three focus were not policy, criminology, and public administration. This is my field. And this guy helped me in my school application. In fact, I applied to University of Carolina, Ball State University. I applied to, is it Georgia University or something like that, and Miami University. To I had all scholarship over there, and also University of Windsor in Canada. Yeah.
All right, great. So you are still here on the Freddy Fetch YouTube channel and the other platforms. You're live on TikTok as well. I'm here with my brother Peter Bawuah. He has a mantra, inspiring Africa, and then I love that so much. He has inspired a lot of people. If you don't know Peter Bawuah, he's a household name. Go to Facebook, go to YouTube, search Peter Bawuah, and follow his channel. He's very inspirational. His words are touching, and he's going to inspire you and all that. So Gideon Ajay is saying, Peter is my mentor for life. We appreciate your comment, Gideon. So let's start with what actually inspired you to study abroad.
Okay, so what inspired me to study abroad is that we know the political terrain in Ghana. Even after school, your mom will be looking up to you, like you are finished university. What are you doing? So I told myself that if there's opportunity outside, why don't I also navigate through so that I can able to also come here and then study abroad? And the funny thing is that in my family, I don't know anybody who have traveled with education. So I wanted to break that cycle. In fact, when I was trying to do the school application, I told myself that I want my people and my background and this family to know that it is possible. And even not only my family, I want my community settlement here. People over there, most of the people think that it is nursing teacher training, nursing teacher. Even if you go to university, they will tell you, why are you going to university? You will not get a job to do. That mental thing has been in their mindset. So when you go to university, they think that you will not get a job. So I wanted to break the cycle that there's a lot of opportunity out there. I called abroad schools the second world. So if you're in Ghana, you are in the first world. In the second world, there are a lot of opportunities here. So the thing that inspired me is that if I have the potential, I know that if I come to North America, I can do great, great things. So this inspired me that although people will not recognize the potential and the talent I have, maybe probably people will accept me and then I can able to navigate through. Sometimes your environment, if you change your environment, you become very productive. So I was looking at school abroad so that I can able to navigate through to also build myself. Yeah.
Great. So if you're listening to us, you have the same feeling as Peter Bawuah, then studying abroad may be the option for you. So
Yeah.
let's talk about you going through the entire process, the stress, the struggle, applying to two different countries, the money involved, and now you have come, experienced it, graduated from your university, and now on a work permit. For somebody listening to us, if you are telling the person, is it worth it? Looking, because there were some of the things that when you had wanted to travel, you did not know. Now you've come to experience it. So if somebody is listening to us, want to go through the same journey you went through, is it worth it? Has it been worth it?
Oh yeah, for me, basically, for me, traveling outside has really exposed me a lot. One, it has helped me to build strategic relationship with productive people. For example, you, Fred. I believe that most people in Ghana getting connection with you is not easy. I can call you anytime I want. You are very powerful. I can call my Choco Millionaire. I'm amazing, Mr. O. These all productive people. People think that Vim Lady, Kofiado, all these people, I can connect with them. So schooling abroad has able to help me to connect with diverse of people, productive people that if I need any advice, I can have access to them. And also, I believe that if you come to study abroad, it is not a mistake. Even Kwame Nkrumah, Nana Akufo-Addo, John Mahama, they all studied abroad. So it is about how we can able to embrace the skills and the knowledge that we have so that we can able to transfer it back to our home country. In fact, Nkrumah in 1963 at AU at Ethiopia, he said that if we believe that these people are very productive, we need to adopt or adapt. Simply means that sometimes schooling abroad will help you to inculcate certain skills so that you can able to bring it back to, because Nkrumah studied in London, so you know that studying abroad is also one of the ways that we need to also learn. So studying abroad has really helped me. In fact, we call something drawing board in public policy. We draw lessons from perspective from these different people, and when I came here, I have able to learn diverse way, open my horizon, build strategic relationships. So to me, studying abroad is one of the way that has really impacted my life. And to me, sometimes I was working as part-time. I can send money home to my sisters. I'm really helping my sisters at teacher training. If I'm in Ghana and my mom asks me 5,000 Ghana cedis, it will become a problem.
Yeah.
But this week, if I work from Monday to Friday, I can still get 5,000 Ghana cedis to send to my mother, which simply means that it's worth it for me to come here, and it has really helped me to also build myself as a person. And studying abroad is one of the best way that, to me, it has really helped me, and it has also exposed me a lot, creating publicity. My Facebook page. If you're in Ghana and you're doing this, nobody will even they will not even place any value on you, because they want people who are able to pass through the journey. So
Yeah.
when you are speaking, they know that you have the experience and the requisite knowledge that you want to formulate for them. So to me, studying abroad has really helped me, my brother.
All right. Thank you so much, Peter Bawuah. Your words are so inspiring. I listen to you, so, your videos. I'm like, this guy is full of wisdom. Please comment what questions do you want me to ask Peter Bawuah. Later on the program, we are going to bring. I'll share the link so that you can come on board and talk to Peter Bawuah directly. So when you were applying, what were some of the schools that you applied to, and what university did you study in Canada, so that other people who want to search for schools can also, some people have not even heard about some of the names of the schools. So what schools in the US did you apply to? What were the schools you applied in Canada as well?
Okay, so what sometimes if you are choosing school to apply in the US, it's not because everybody is applying. If you don't, because I've been telling people that you need to apply wisdom and knowledge. Knowledge is different from wisdom. You can have the knowledge, but you don't, because the application of knowledge will help you to acquire the wisdom. Some people think that the moment see the school, they are going to apply. No. So when I was doing it, I told myself that I want to apply to 3 schools in US, 2 in Canada. This was the plan, because you don't have any money. Somebody's watching me, NSS, even paying them was even a problem. But to me, paying this thing didn't, it was not bothering me, because I have somebody that I was also helping in US. Now, let me tell you, Fred, this man came to Ghana. I was the one polishing his shoes. Not me preparing Pabwan. So the time that I want to do masters abroad, I told him that, Dad, I want to apply. The person, I don't know the person. He's a stranger, but I have that connection with him. If you want to iron, I'll iron for him. He said, Peter, if you're applying the school, I'll pay some of the application fee for you. So in US schools, I applied to South Carolina. In fact, I have graduate assistants over there. And I also applied to Ball State University. I have assistants over there. I applied to Miami University. I have an assistant over there. Even we call it that grant, they call it grant in international student aid. Is when you search on Miami, you see it. So they gave me that one too. And I also applied to University of Windsor in Canada. In fact, the reason why I chose the University of Windsor is that it came first, and I wanted to apply. And that time too, my brother Choco Millionaire was talking about the pathway of getting permanent resident, becoming a citizen. Then I told myself that, why don't I get to Canada? So the moment I have graduate assistantship, in fact, the graduate assistantship covers some of the part of the school fees, and so when I came here, there were internal funding. There are certain funding that unless you come to the school, you will not get. So when I came here, I had to apply to certain funding, and I got full scholarship, where they are also sending me with research assistance. So basically, this is what I can say.
That aspect is very important to me, because a lot of people think that they were working on the study abroad process. They necessarily have to get a full scholarship from home before they
Mhm.
come. Now you are
Yeah,
telling us that you had a partial scholarship
yeah.
and you are still inspired to go on with the journey. How were you
Mhm.
thinking you were going to survive? Because you got to school and now you got full scholarship. So if somebody is listening to us, the person have a cup full of filled with water to the middle.
Mhm.
Personally, I tell people to call it half full instead of calling it half empty. Why were
Mhm.
you still inspired that you do not, you know clearly that you don't have money, but you were still inspired to go on the journey that I have partial scholarship. It's going to be well when I get there.
In fact, research is one of the ways that can really help you, and sending emails and asking questions really help you. In fact, one thing that I told myself that even if I don't get full scholarship, I'll still pursue this dream. Sometimes you need to take risks. As a person who are afraid of risk taking, you will never see the success in life. So I took a risk that if somebody has come here and the person is able to survive, that means I can also survive. Some people are coming to Canada and US without any money with them. They are now making impact, great impact. What is the reason between you and the person? Because the person took a risk. And according to billionaires, those people Les Brown, Brent Tracy, these people, young people that you have been seeing them, they have been telling people that it is not about talent and how brilliant you are. It is how consistent and you believe in yourself that no matter what, I came here without anything, but now I've graduated with full scholarship. The reason is that sometimes you get internal funding in the school. So when I got my graduate assistantship, they also gave me an entrance scholarship. So it came in batches. So you'll be piling the money. The GA come, the entrance scholarship come. When I came here, I also applied to research grants. So the research grant that I was doing with other department, and they were paying me. In fact, every month you can even get like $3,000. So you can see that I can work on a project with the professor, and the whole money will worth of like maybe $4,000, and the money won't be like it will come in batches. Every month they will be depositing it in your student account that you'll be using it to also acquire certain things. And I believe that if you take risks, it will help you. To God be the glory. The moment I came to Canada, I had a government job as a student. So working with the Canada government, every week I'm working 40 hours. You can see that I'm really, I can pay my rent, I can pay a lot of things. The money also coming with it. Sometimes, you need to save some money and everything. So I took a risk that I will survive, and I've really survived, and I'm really in the system now. I can say that I'm a graduate because I took a risk.
I love that.
Somebody have gotten a scholarship of maybe 80%. The person is still in Ghana waiting that fully funded. You wait for 30 years. The fact is that when you tell people the truth, they think that you talk too much, but that is the fact. If you don't take risks, if you have 30 people are sailing through. The thing is that we don't do research. You got a partial scholarship. Check whether the department have internal funding. If the department doesn't have internal funding, do they have other student body? I was applying to one schools in the US. They were telling me to be LGBTQ coordinator, coordinator, and they are going to give me full scholarship. Sometimes you get certain scholarship in other departments, which people don't take care of it. One of my friend at Denver, he told me that he got a full scholarship because of what? The volunteerism that he did, and they sent the resume. And when he went to the school, he even voted as a leader, which is also giving him scholarship, and he has become full scholarship. So sometimes taking partial scholarship into consideration is one of the key that can unlock you until you come here. Sometimes when you come to the department, they will tell you to send emails. They are sending funding that will come. Maybe a person who have a GP of 3.5, this person can apply for internal funding. Some are 3,000, some are 2,000. Then you'll be piling it. When you apply wisdom in coming here, you will survive. I'm telling you, whether it is full scholarship or funding scholarship. People come here on full scholarship, but me partial scholarship. If I compare my life with them, if I tell you the money I have or the money I was able to save with the partial scholarship, those people with full scholarship, they will not get. Why? Because I was able to say through logistics, send emails. Sometimes they will reject you. So having partial scholarship does not mean that you need to have full scholarship. You need to come, take risks, and believe in yourself that you can survive. That is it. Life always favor the struggler. A person who failed to struggle, you remain the same for 30 years and your life will be the same. So my brother, that would be the solution for that.
All right, I am really inspired by that because my first university was Ohio University, and then in Ohio University, most department they have something we call graduate recruitment scholarship. So Ohio University will cost you around $32,000, but the graduate recruitment scholarship is about 16,000 of it. And then I had opportunity to talk to a lot of people who said that immediately I got the 16,000, I said I will not come. Meanwhile, when I went to school, almost every department, math department, there were people on that same scholarship. When they came was when they got a full scholarship. So
Of course.
if you're listening to us and you feel like, okay, I didn't get enough, the enough is what you've gotten. Getting admission alone and then the partial scholarship is a big deal.
It's a big deal. Bro, I know those people with GP of 3.8. Admission kura no munya. you know, so if you get admission, that's the first blessing. Thank God. If the partial comes, navigate through. Sometimes some people don't know how to navigate through the partial funding. That is why sometimes they think that they are looking for full scholarship, full scholarship. I think one day I will still have certain time for us to navigate through those people, and then I will tell them certain logistics and wisdom I've learned from getting partial funding, especially in Canada, so that I can able to help other people as well. So getting partial funding does not mean that you cannot sail through. If you believe in yourself that you can able to sail through, I bet you can able to do it.
Right. When did you start your study abroad journey? Was it when you were in final year, level 400, or doing the national service?
Okay, so you know that the calendar changes. The COVID-19 changes our calendar. So my transcript, I got it in November. So most of the scholarship have already passed. So the priority deadline have passed. So this school that I applied, it was on 15th January. And one thing that the most important thing is that my recommendation was not a struggle. I didn't struggle to get, because these professors, I'm working with them, so they can do it as quick as possible. So I just put in it. And one thing is that school application is a course itself. It's a dedication. Me say, oh, you, if you sow laziness, you reap laziness. It is whether you believe in God or you don't believe in God. We are not talking about Christianity. The fact is that you can pray 1,000 years. If you don't take action, you will yield zero. So that you are praying, but you still need to take action. I told myself that let me try to send an email to the professor. He told me, Peter, you can apply. Although the scholarship was already passed, but apply. I didn't believe it. So he looked at my document and said, I believe that you can get a scholarship. Then I applied and I got a scholarship. So I was in doing my national service. I thought of applying outside. So I started the school application in January, February. Even the school I am right now, I applied it in February. And they gave me the funding at 15th March. They took only 1 month to review all my papers, and then they gave me the scholarship. Yeah.
There was one successful story you shared when you went to Canada, talking
Mhm.
about your landlord. And a lot of people are complaining about Canada, and about the how rent is and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
you stayed in Canada and was not paying rent, right?
Yeah.
I want you to touch a little bit on that as well.
Humility has been my determination. My mother told me that if Peter, you want to go far in life, humble yourself to men. People are doors you enter with care. The fact is that when I came to Canada, I will mention two people, Bismarck and Kobe. Me, I like to appreciate people. I don't, those, if you have given me water, I will never forget you. In fact, gratitude will open ways for you. They took me, the day that my landlord was coming to pick me from the house I was staying in, he came with a car, a Land Cruiser, like a big car. He took my bag and everything. When I was coming to Canada, I brought only two bags. One was food and one was the luggage with my. I brought only two shoes, two jeans, two, I think four tops and flower top. It was, in fact, in all my dresses, it was only 11 plus my singlet. I came here because I told myself that I'm not bringing anything, I'm not buying anything. I want my life to start from this point and see where God will take me to. When I came here, my landlord, the day I came here, he told me that he didn't say anything, so he went. That day it was raining. After 2 days, it was raining. I saw my landlord in the rain packing things. So I moved from my room, went to my landlord, and then I helped him to pack all the things. And my landlord, when he went, he tested me, Peter, thank you very much for today. So the next day he came, he told me that I know that you have come, you are not able to settle up. Stay in the room. In fact, my rent supposed to be like 500, 550 every month. But he told me that, okay, you pay $300. But the $300, one thing is that every month you are going to clean the house every Saturday. Sometimes in Panyufosi, the Jimmy Peninche. Now, the wisdom here is that if every month I supposed to pay maybe $300 or $500, and this man is saying that I should clean the house where I can use 1 hour. Me, when I was in Ghana, I was staying with someone. I used to clean, I used to bath dogs, I used to mop, I used to wash cars. So this job is not something I can use 2 hours to do it. So every Saturday I wake up, I will clean the house, clean, mop, everything. The apartment I'm living, we are having students. So I will be doing that. And now he canceled all the rent for the past 6 months. He didn't ask me for any rent. The fact is that sometimes I feel like paying, then I'll pay. So the wisdom here is that if every day I'm supposed to pay $400, and now times 6 months, 4 times 6, you see that I'm able to save a lot. And it makes sense here because when you humble yourself, God will open ways for you. The video, the message I shared, I got over 55,000 likes on that post within 1 month. The fact is that people were saying that, oh, because I was working to pay. It's not because I'm working to pay, because no cleaning job in Canada here that you work 1 hour, they are going to pay you $300. In Canada, if you are doing cleaning job, they will pay you even 1 hour $16. Using $16 to get a free rent to sleep. You are using Wi-Fi, anything you don't pay. That means it makes sense to me. So to God be the glory. In fact, God paved way. God used him as a channel to reduce my burden of thinking. Somebody is in Canada thinking of rent. I was not thinking. The only thing is that focusing on my education and my job, and which God has able to bless me. And in fact, God bless that man.
Right. I told you it's going to be an inspirational one. I know you're being inspired. I know you're being motivated. Somebody is making a confession. He said, Fred, in 2021, I had a GRS at Ohio University at math department. And Peter, guess what? The math department, when you get a full scholarship, they pay you $1,000 every 2 weeks. Every student get a tablet that they give them. I was in the same school with them. So my roommate was in the math department. He was taking $1,000 every 2 weeks. Shout out to AC. So he said I had a GRS and then I rejected it, but all my friends who pursued it and got visa were given a GTA immediately. So he had pursued the GRS. He thought it was half empty. The cup is half empty instead of looking at it as half full. And a lot of people also had things. Peter, somebody had this question for you. You know, recently there has been changes in the Canadian immigration policy and all
Mm.
that. So somebody was asking that, amidst all the immigration policy changes and all that, what would be your recommendation?
For coming to Canada.
Exactly.
Of course, I believe every country have its own rules and regulation. Canada still remain the best place for international students. I don't know any word. I don't know if there are some people are saying Australia is also good, but to me, based on my experience here, I always recommend Canada for people, especially those people who want to get a pathway of staying or maybe getting your permanent resident or your citizenship. Canada will remain the best way. Upon all the challenges, there's still a door. That is why when we create a room, they bring window there. So if they block the door, we pass through the window. The
Yeah.
fact is that you are still in the room. So upon all the policies, we know the policies that have changed is that they are going to reduce the cap from 800,000 to 360,000. That means the visa application will be becoming very tough nowadays. And also, coming with the dependent with the college, they will bring the policy that you can bring your dependent when you're coming to a college or maybe when you're coming to do undergrad, which is I think it's one. So if you have a master's program, it's still, of course, they tackle the college space, but they didn't tackle the master space. Of course, if you're coming to masters, you can still bring your wife or your husband, dependent, and even your children as well. So to me, my advice is that if you want to navigate through the Canada system, I believe there's still opportunity for him to navigate through. Of course, every country have its own challenges. I've seen a lot of people on TikTok saying a lot of things about Canada. The reason is that if you go to US, people are complaining. I have people in US that they are saying that they can't get a job to do 20 hours, they can't get it. That is fine. Some people also in Canada, they can't get a job to do. When I came to Canada, for the past 4 months, I was not working. My first job in Canada was to wash carrots. Now me wash carrots. That was my first job. My second job was to work in kukumu. That washing utensil, that job I got, I need to sit in the bath for the past 1 hour, 30 minutes to that place. There was a time I slept in the bus. They took me to the last bus stop. What is the reason is that the fact is that every country have its own challenges. The fact is that prepare before you travel. If you lack wisdom and knowledge, that's what I've been telling people. People don't like the information. Every country have its own problems. There are certain people in Canada, here, international students, who are facing a lot of challenges in getting a job. Some people too, it is because of their negligence. When I came here, I was applying for first job. I am the CEO of Peter Hill's Needy Foundation, a lot of things on it, which is irrelevant to the program to the job that I'm going to do. Maybe probably the person, he doesn't even know how to build resume. The person is not talking to anybody. Somebody came to Canada. He came on 31st December. On the 3rd, I helped her to get a job. Only 3 days. Somebody has also been here for the past 4 months. He's not getting. Maybe probably it is the resume. Maybe probably the person is not talking to anybody. He doesn't like information. He's not building connection. Canada, we tell people we also have referral here. There are certain jobs people need to refer you. These are some of the things that people should also know. I know that the challenges can come, but of course, it is worth it. It is worth it. In as much as people was able to come here 2013, 2014, 2015, they are making great impact in Canada. That means that you can also do it. And of course, you need to pass through the system for the system to design your mindset, and then you learn wisdom so that if somebody is coming, you can also use the experience. Hey, I came here 4 months, so that you can able to say something to ignite people. If you come to a country and you don't pass through hardship, you will not have the experience and the wisdom, because pains always give wisdom. Yeah, a man answer. So the moment I was here not getting the job and I got a job, that means if somebody's come here and say, Peter, I'm not getting a job, I told you, Charlie, I have been in that situation before. And these are some of the ways that I use to also navigate through. So it's worth it for me. It's worth it. Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of people make it look as if immediately you get into a new country and then everything start flourishing. And um we are not saying that we are sleeping on goats here. Like, we are not lying on goats here, but it's worth it. If you look at the story from selling coconut, and I wanted to talk about that. Why were you selling coconut by then?
Yeah. The fact is that I wanted to challenge my skills. If you are in school right now, sometimes you need to challenge your potentials. So I really like business. So what I did was that I thought that people are selling shoes, Kunti, Katanka, all these people, they were selling shoes and those kind of stuff. So the reason why I did was that the reason why I did the reason why I did was that it gave me the wisdom. It gave me the wisdom that let me try other different things apart from school, apart from schooling. I have friends who were selling, some people were sewing, some people were doing a lot of business, some people were sewing men's shirt and those. I told myself that let me sell coconut, because sometimes me, Peter, I always want to become unique. And if you want to go far in life, do certain things differently from people. Don't follow what the society have done. When you come to tech, people are doing the same thing. You too. Some people are selling watch, some people are selling bed. I told myself that let me do different thing. So I did this different thing, and I told myself that let me sell coconut. And one thing is that before you establish any company, we call something availability of market, and availability of what resources, and availability of what the connection, how you can able to integrate people to your business. So I look at engineering program and saw that KNUST has a big country. People are not selling coconut over there. So why don't I also look at coconut? In fact, one girl rejected me. I told one girl that, hello dear, you're very beautiful. I want to date you. He said, Peter, you are selling coconut. But you know something, Fred? Let me use this opportunity to tell people that it is not about how much you have. It's about how quality your mindset is and how able you can able to hold money. That coconut business I was doing, I told myself that let me do it and see if I can able to excel. I use only 300 cedis. In fact, that truck that you're seeing, every month I was paying 100 cedis for it. 100 cedis for it. It's someone who gave it to me. I used a bobo here to pick it from Pankrono to that place. It was not belong to me. So this coconut business, I always go there and I buy 100 CDs. 100 CD, they will give you 100 and they will add 20 to it. And when you're coming to sell it, you sell it 2 CDs. Some are 2 CD 50%. So the moment I finish a day, I was earning like 120 CDs a day, or maybe 130 CDs. Some people will come and pack it, baller and those kind of stuff, taxi and everything. I will deduct everything. And then one day my profit is 60 Ghana cedis, sometimes 80, sometimes 50. So a month I can earn like maybe 2,300 cedis. Somebody is a teacher right now watching me. Maybe the person is earning 2,000. He's a full government worker. Me, I was a student doing coconut business. So here I am earning like a teacher, but I'm still a student going to school. So sometimes there are certain money that people will get. They don't really want to utilize what they have. So I was doing the coconut business to challenge who I am, build myself and say, no, I need to do certain different things. And through that coconut business, I won the best entrepreneur of the year. The Faculty of Social Sciences, the largest faculty in West Africa. Social Sciences in Kenya University is the largest faculty in West Africa. And we have we are going to like 17,000 students. And I won the Student Entrepreneur of the Year with this coconut business. What is the revelation here? It doesn't mean who you are, how decent and how consistent you are. I will wake up 3:30, go to a Binchi Asafo, go and pick coconut whilst other colleagues are sleeping. So sometimes before you can able to move forward in life, do certain things differently and challenge who you are. Don't follow the norm. Challenge the status quo. Challenge who you are. learn that you can do it and you believe in yourself. And this is what I've done. And I was able to do the coconut business. And through the coconut business, I was exposed to KNUST. And I even won the faculty organizing secretary because of my business and everything that I was doing. Yeah.
I told you there's going to be a lot of wisdom. If you are not watching us right now, you're missing a lot. If you just joined in, you're welcome. This is the Fred Effect platform. I'm live here with my brother Peter Bawuah, who is currently in Canada. He's sharing his inspirational journey on how he was able to do it. The whole idea that we are trying to portray here is that it's possible, notwithstanding what your CGPA, notwithstanding your background. So clearly, Peter Bawuah was not from a good background, yet he was able to push through, and now he's done with his masters in Canada. Somebody, not being able to successfully go through the high school for the first time, now able to rewrite, go to KNUST, and now in Canada, having full scholarship to both Canada and then the US. So Peter, somebody is watching us now. The major challenge the person is facing is the financial strength to go through this process. From your background, would you be able to tell us approximately how much do you think you invested in the whole process?
Okay, so I think that the whole process is paying because Canada application fee is very huge, more than US, because sometimes you pay $150, $140, and US maybe probably 50, 35, 90, and those kind of stuff. So the application that I applied, I didn't spend like 3,000 Ghana cedis for the whole process. And for my visa application, I did it myself, so no agent. So I saved that money for me to go and pay an agent to do my visa application for me. So I was able to save it. So I spent like 3,000 Ghana cedis for the whole process. Let me say that. Yeah.
All right. So in terms of your scholarship, did it cover your plane ticket? What was it covering when you got
Okay.
the scholarship?
So the scholarship was covering the tuition. It was a graduate assistant where you need to work with the professor. So it covered let's say 70% of the tuition fee. Let me say that. Yeah.
All right. So I'll be reading some comments for Peter Bawuah to be responding to them. For now, let's hear your questions. Prince Kujo is saying, Mr. Peter, thank you for your words. And then there's somebody, John Brown is watching us from South Sudan. So Peter Bawuah, Inspiring Africa, somebody's watching us from South Sudan. All right. Mariam Fuseni is saying, wow, she's been inspired. Presla is saying so much value. Yes, there's so much value. Shout out to our brother Evagas Online. That guy is doing amazing, Peter.
Yeah.
He says studying abroad is a full-time job. Yes, it is. This is my sister, Study Abroad Diaries from Central Michigan. I know she's doing her PhD now. You have to come on the show one time. So remember, you are capable of great things and you would survive this journey. So I remember my sister had her first visa denied and she was still inspired to move on. Now she went to Central Michigan. All right. So Peter, let's move on. So to somebody listening to you right now who feels like I've tried it, it's not working out. What do you have to say to such a person?
The fact is that we have been giving people motivation every day, inspiring. There are certain times motivation cannot save you. In as much as we can bring anointing oil, pastors can pray for you. Until you move out from that comfort zone, no amount of motivation can save you. Apart from the motivation, you still need consistency and resilience. And when task so sometimes you need to write on your door, on your room, whatever it will be. So the moment you enter your room, you will see the mantra over there. Sometimes do certain things. So I believe that it is possible. I believe that it is possible. But say it is possible does not mean that it is possible like that. Until you go out and sow the seed. No farmer will go to the farm without a seed. If you want to plant pepper or banana, you need to go there with what? The plant or the seed. So in as much as I'm telling you that it is possible, does not mean that you don't need the seed. The seed is take what is inside your hand and utilize it. It can become very significant. And sometimes when you change the position of who you are, your value will be created. Sometimes God told Abraham that go to the other place. It is where God sent Abraham that the manifestation of his greatness was able to possess. To me, Peter, if I didn't come here, become a child, and I will be like a normal guy. Now people see me as a great inspiration. People contacted me. I'm talking with different universities in Canada, going to different conferences, speaking on colleges. Why? Because the value has been created and I've motivated myself. So it is possible. School journey abroad is possible. It is possible. If they reject you one, tell yourself that this year you are coming with, because it will give you experience. I have somebody who visa got rejected, and he was saying that the reason why they got a visa rejected is because the consistency with how he's coming to Canada was not consistent with the immigration standard. I told the person that still go back, write it, and tell the visa officer that this is what you have able to solve it. And now the person is in Canada. So everything that you're being consistent, being determined, being empowered, that whoever you are, you can able to see through. And this school journey, you cannot do it alone. The fact is that people believe that they can do it. Oh boy. And school application, you need to humble yourself. You don't have anything. Even if Peter, I didn't come here with full scholarship. I have helped somebody to get full scholarship. In fact, I'm a master student helping PhD student. How come? A Legon professor will test me that Peter helped me to come. It doesn't sound. This should sound you that it's not who you are. The value you are creating outside there will attract people to you. So in school application, you need people to review your document for you. You need to follow quality platforms. You need to wake up. You need to do certain things that is different from the normal people. Before, I've been telling people that don't be a common distance. If I'm telling you that it is possible to apply to school to come abroad, it is easy. That one, I'm lying to you. Even if you take it easy, you will not get the wisdom. The fact is that you need to pass through the pains. Rejection will come. Emails, professor will not reply your emails. It is possible, especially in Canada. Most of the professor will not reply you. That one, it does it because we have over 4,000 universities in North America. So if somebody tell me that you can't get school in US to apply, that means you're a lazy student. This person, you can't have my time. The fact is that you need to do something else, and somebody will help you. In fact, Jesus Christ said that carry your own cross. Yes, you see, so I was saying, when Jesus Christ was going to Golgotha, Jesus Christ was not, he didn't tell somebody to hold it for him. He was carrying the cross. In the realm system, it means that if you want to also come to abroad, you need to carry your cross. So that when you reach in the halfway and you are tired, when Jesus Christ reached at the halfway, he was not able to carry the cross again. Somebody called Matthias helped Jesus Christ to carry the cross. That's why our platform are also here. The Fred Event, Evangel, Choco Millionaire, Nana Bafo, we are also there. So we are there to hold you to come. But you need to what? Move your cross so that people can help you. Peter, I can't carry your cross. Peter, I'm still in here. I'm still pursuing my dreams. I don't really have time to, some people will come with nothing on their hand. It will become very difficult for us to come. And the fact that you need to also invest. In fact, school abroad doesn't mean that you need not to pay. Sometimes you need to pay for mentorship. You need to pay people to review your document. You need to go, And one thing is that we can't do certain, sometimes people criticize that why do you want to book an appointment and this? If Peter, I said that everybody should get access to me, I will never sleep. In as much as I am here, doesn't mean that I don't need money. In as much as I'm here, if I give you anything free, it will become accessible. So sometimes you need to pay to get value. Value should pay certain things on it. So if the Fed, you need to book an appointment, doesn't mean that it is a problem. Sometimes you need to invest. That's why I'm telling people that don't rush. Speed with that direction is dangerous. And the fact is that you need to save the money. Applying to school is saving your money. Understanding the process, bringing all this together. Resources are very key in school application. So it is possible. It is possible. This year, I believe that Fred is going to do marvelous thing in that this year we are going to empower over 40,000 African students. And those people who are going to follow our page, it will become Bawuah, 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 Bawuah.
I'm very inspired by my brother. Every time I just relax and listen to him. Fela GH, thank you for watching. He said one take home message is carry your own cross. That's what our brother said. And yeah, Salifu, thank you for watching as well. So do you have any projects coming up that you want to talk about? People can join mentorship, and how do people join? Let's talk about that, bro.
Okay, I've realized that most people take advantage of people in school application, especially visa application. So for me, Peter, I've delved into it for the visa application. Though I am not agent, I am not immigration officer. I know how to apply to schools abroad with scholarship. I know how to apply for Canada visa application. The fact is that people cannot able to get people to help them to do the visa application. That is why I'm bringing a lot of mentorship programs. This mentorship program is there to empower you. This mentorship program is there to inspire you. This mentorship program will help you to understand the processes and everything. So what I'm going to do is that my project that is coming on right now is next week. Next week, Friday, Peter Bawuah is having a mentorship program on how to apply for Canadian visa, student visa. I know that you cannot go and pay somebody 70 million, 700 million, and 800 million, 80,000 Ghana cedis. Use that money to pay your school fees. We have been advising people, but people will not listen. If you take all your money and you go and pay somebody 80,000 and you come to Canada and you say it is difficult, it will be very difficult for you. Use that money to pay your tuition fee. But of course, you need to learn certain things. That is why I've created a mentorship program for people to join. If you want to join this mentorship program, it is on the 15th and the 16th December, March. If you want to join, it is not free. The fact is that I was doing it for free, but people told me that, Peter, if you do it for free, people will not take the value and those kind of stuff. So if you're in Ghana, you can pay and register the mentorship program for the 2 days. I will apply the visa step by step. Any question, those of you, even if you're in P2 class 2, you will understand the process. So this is my major program that I'm coming to bring, and that is it. So that is the mentorship program, and my PA number. You cannot get me directly. My PA number is there 057 77484. So if you want to join the mentorship class, you can join it. Going to pay somebody 800 million, 80,000 Ghana cedis, and using 200 cedis to come and learn and do the visa application yourself. I will tell people, in fact, Fred, Canada visa application is the cheapest, even cheap than applying the school. I mean, visa application is more. I'm more interested with visa application more than the school application. It's very easy, and this one is the project that I'm bringing. So if anybody want to join, he can join, and then we send a Zoom link, and then you will join us here.
So it's going to be on the 15th and then 16th of this month. So to be able to register, I'm showing the number on the screen as a WhatsApp number. How do they get in touch? If somebody is watching us from Nigeria, any other country other than
So
Ghana?
everything is with my PA. So if you are watching, because a lot of people in Ethiopia have registered, the
Okay.
fact is that you just get in touch with the person. He will show you the procedure. You can pay the money, and then we know what to do. The fact is that I'm not here to amass wealth. In as much as we are helping people, does not mean that we don't need help. Because if you don't do that, people will not see you as valuable. You
Yeah.
can't just get access to me. If I put my number there, everybody will call me. Me, Peter, me too. I need to have a life. I need mental stability to also build upon it. So these people will we will see people who are really serious to get the thing. So that is it, my brother.
All right, great. So the page I'm sharing, if you're wondering, it's on Peter Bawuah's Facebook page. He has shared it, and so if you go there, you'll be able to see it. Remember that Peter Bawuah has a YouTube channel. It's also called Peter Bawuah TV, and I'll be showing that in a jiffy. And Peter Bawuah, what other platforms are you on? Are you on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter? Can we talk about other platforms as well?
Yeah, so I'm on Facebook. That's Peter Bawuah, and also TikTok Peter Bawuah. In fact, I don't use nickname in my social media platform. My name is Peter Bawuah, so all the platform, Twitter, but where I'm very consistent is Facebook, TikTok, and maybe YouTube. This is my social media. I'm also on Instagram, but I've not been sharing school applications over there, and also LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a professional page that people can able to connect with me over there. Valuable, especially those of you who want to study abroad. There are a lot of scholarship in LinkedIn also. So my name is Peter Bawuah on all the social media platforms. Yeah.
All right. So if you're watching us now on YouTube, it's the same thing. We need to build Peter Bawuah's YouTube channel. So on YouTube, it's Peter Bawuah TV, the same thing. So the name is consistent on all platforms. It's very inspirational to follow such an individual. So please, on YouTube, I'm sharing the YouTube platform right now. So on YouTube, it's Peter Bawuah TV as well. So go to YouTube and subscribe, and also follow on Facebook as well. On TikTok, is Peter Bawuah. On all the platforms. To connect with him, it's via Instagram. If you want to join the mentorship, the visa application mentorship program is going to be on 15th and on 16th. Get in touch with his PA. If you go on his platforms, he has already posted it there, and then you would follow. So Peter Bawuah, we are moving on. Within a few minutes, we will let people join us live in the studio and interact with you directly. So let's talk about the next question that I have. That since you got to Canada, you spoke about not getting a job being a challenge. What other challenges do you have? Was it the food, the weather, the accent? Because for me, sometimes when I went to class, I answered question and the professor is not getting my accent. They are not understanding what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What were some of the challenges? Was it the food, the weather? They said Canada is super cool.
Yeah. In fact, the weather, the way I was looking at the weather, I thought that when I come here, I will even, but it's normal, of course. Canada is one of the coldest countries in the world. So you need to put it in as much as we have jacket, that means you can survive. People who are living here, they are all human beings. So that means you too, you can able to sail through. And also one challenge that I was having is food. In terms of food, like getting wachi and those kind of stuff, because sometimes when you're living in certain provinces or certain cities, you can get local food to buy like kinky and those kind of stuff. But when I was here, the challenge with the food can also, because you can't get cocoa to buy us in outside or maybe a restaurant or something like that, of course. So it was also a challenge. But one thing that helped me is that when I was coming, I brought food. I brought kahuru and chinamne, I brought all this food along. So for the past 3 months today, I was able to get local food to eat. So it's also a challenge over there. And also speaking, the language is also, it's sometimes the first day I went to class, in fact, I was not happy. The professor was talking, and these people were answering, contributing. And one thing is that in master's program, we don't sit down to write exams. Me, since I came here, I have not sat down, I think only once to write exam. Everything is research, assignment, and this kind of stuff, and presentation. So the first day I went to class, the professor was speaking. I said, hey, and I said, I don't understand what these people are saying. So I came back and I called one of my grandpa and said, Grandpa, I don't understand what they are saying, and reading. And he said, Peter, it is possible. So the moment you communicate and engage with them, the more your mindset will change. So now, if American is speaking or Canadian is speaking, I can understand what he's saying. But when I came here, in fact, I was not, even if I contribute, they say, But, when you're speaking, you need to let them know that you're confident in what you're speaking, and they will give you a match. There was a time they asked question about Africa. When I'm saying, much of food, they are better. And then I started to speak English. I put this as if I've said anything serious. But the fact is that being confident in yourself can also help you to integrate in the system as well. So these are some of the challenges I face. And also the job opportunities. In fact, sometimes you need to ask questions. My resume was a problem where I was not getting a job. And some people also staying in the room to apply job. Indeed, if you stay in Indeed 1,000 years, you will not get in the sometimes you need to go forward. There was a time I even lied to one person that I'm a veterinary in Ghana. Number one Kraman Pani Ghana. But because I don't have any choice, I need to say it so that to get a job. So that is it. But it is possible, When you come, you face the challenge, but you can survive.
What about the cultural differences? What are some of the things that you would advise anybody who wants to come and study in Canada? Were there some cultural shocks
Yeah.
that you faced that you learned something from it that you could advise somebody who was also coming?
Okay, one thing I learned is that you shouldn't set test on capital letters. Here, if you send capital letters, it's an insult. Unlike Ghana, that and here, those of you, if we connect to you on a class group, don't call the female ladies. In fact, if you call somebody and the person didn't pick, leave it or leave in a message. Here we deal with emailing. If you are a young guy and you're coming here, these people, they take certain things very seriously, unlike Ghana. So people don't really take it as in the same way that we have been taking it, right? So one thing I'll tell people is that when you come here, send text message. And also when you come here, don't be too spiritual. Okay. Oh, please, who is that?
All right, so Peter Bawuah will join us, pretty soon. So at the moment, we are still live on the Fred Effect YouTube channel. We are live on Facebook as well. We're also live on X and also live on Instagram. Let us know your questions in the chat, and then I've also shared the link with which you can join us live in the studio. So if you're watching us on YouTube, I just shared the link on my community post so that you can request and join us live in the studio and interact with Peter Bawuah. All right, so Peter is back. If you want to interact live with Peter, he's been very inspirational, sharing his journey and all that. If you want to interact live with us, you can also request and you join in and then you talk to. Make sure your video is on, but remember that you need to subscribe to the Peter Bawuah YouTube channel. He's active very well on Facebook. Follow the Facebook page and also get in touch with him. There is a mentorship program if you have again admission to a Canadian institution. He's having a mentorship program on the 15th and then on the 16th of March, where you can contact the PM, be part of it, and he'll show you how he did his visa application that got him approved, his experience helping a lot of people, and also to have the opportunity for him to mentor you through the process. All right, so my brother is back, and if you want to request and join, you can do that, but make sure your video is on, and I can approve your request so that you can join us live in the studio. So, Peter, you were hammering on the how people can survive and the things they are not supposed to do when they move to somebody's land.
Yeah, so there are certain things you shouldn't come in here and then you make yourself too spiritual. Especially these people, they have a lot of gay and lesbian and those kind of things. You need to be very consistent in how you do certain things, how you talk, the thing that you shouldn't say, all these stuff. Sometimes when you're going to job, they train you as to how you can able to communicate with clients and everything. So when you come here, don't be too that, oh, I'm too religious and those kind of things. If you do that, you miss a lot of opportunities. Peter,
Yeah.
what I'm looking is how I can able to get opportunity to exercise my own right and also get money and also build my career. That is the only thing. Whether you are gay, whether you are this thing, for me, I don't care. And I'm not here to judge people. Those of you who really judge, because in Ghana, if somebody is a gay, you will judge him that he's going to hell. That one is fine. But when you come here and you do that, somebody can see you. When you speak against his gender, he can able to see you. So there are certain things, cultural shock that I've learned, and how to even communicate, how to send emails, how to send pleas, how to even do official things here. We don't really fight. As a student, when you come here, you'll be fighting, cursing people. All these stuff are some of the things that, in fact, you need to be. Somebody who's maybe the Bawuah soup, sometimes they have a lot of offices that you can able to pass through. Human right here is have a strong thing. If you don't take care, they can have issue with your immigration. And also, immigration shock. In fact, Fred, let me hammer this. People don't really understand the Canadian system, especially students who are coming here. Let me use this 1 minute to explain things. Here, there are certain rules that govern institutionals and everything, especially if you are coming as a student in Canada. You can never work in Canada unless you start school. This should be on the distance. I know somebody who applied for postgraduate work permit. When you say postgraduate work permit, it simply means that when you finish school, you have the opportunity to study or stay back and work for 3 years. For me, I did my master 2 years. I have my postgraduate work permit 3 years. So I'm on work permit. Those of you who come and they don't work, probability for them to reject your this thing, you are still here, can be a detrimental to you. So you need to follow the rules and regulation. And also anything you need to update the IRCs using the work form. And also it is very key that if you want to change your school when you arrive in Canada, update the immigration. You can't just go to the school. Of course, the school will not ask you to do that. You need to know how to do it. If you want to change your course, it is possible. If you want to change your school, it is possible. But this is some of the culture shock and immigration thing that I believe that people should know if they want to stay back in Canada.
All right, so a lot of ideas and information being shared here. And we are live on the Fred Effect platforms, and I'm here with my brother Peter Bawuah. Remember, you have to follow Peter Bawuah on his platforms as well. Get inspired, follow the right people, and ask the right questions, and definitely you will go through. If Peter Bawuah has been able to do it, you can do it. If Fred was able to do it, you can also do it. Let's see if there are some people requesting to join. Demba, you are live with us. Looks like you are at a very dark place. Unmute your microphone and let's see if we can hear you, Demba.
Yeah. Sorry. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Demba. Go ahead. Talk to Peter Bawuah.
Okay. Sorry. Like it seems like I wanted to join, but my connection was not that good. I
You're live with
wanted to
us now.
find out. I wanted to find out if, like, due to the cap that they have putting on some of the provinces and stuff, I've done some research and I want to find out if that will affect I was waiting for them to release the attestation letter, the number of people that they will be taking for some of the provinces, then I will know the one with the highest capability of accepting international students. You understand? Will that affect the application, or it doesn't matter, because due to Ontario, when you check their provinces like Ontario, British Columbia and stuff, seem they are having a high number of international students over there. So I guess schools over there, but I think would that affect my application during the visa processing?
No, it will not affect you. The fact is that people also have the idea that Canada, Ontario is a big city and those kind of stuff. So people shouldn't come here. They should go to Nova Scotia. Me, I believe in career. I believe in who you are. I believe in preparation of yourself. If you believe in yourself that you can survive in Ontario, you can survive. There are certain people here. So the cap doesn't really necessarily have any impact on you schooling in any province in Canada. The fact is that if you apply to Ontario school, you will get the attestation. If you apply to any provinces, you get it. But of course, people are saying that apply to New Brunswick because of people are, it is like, let me say, it's a community or a province people don't really like over there. So there's no cap or there's no problem of you schooling here. You can apply to Ontario school here. It is possible. You can apply to Nova Scotia. It is possible. The fact is that it's all boiled down to you. You need to assess yourself. You need to assess the school. How can I pay? Can I stay here? Because you know that staying in Ontario requires extra money. You are rent. If you're staying in Ontario, you know you are going to pay $700, $800,000. So you need to assess your pocket and say that okay, I can stay here. If you go to Nova Scotia, maybe you'll be paying 400, 300 because that place there nobody really like it. So it all depends on how you can able to adjust your career goals and who you are. Peter, I can advise you, but I will never tell you to do certain things unless you, so that you cannot blame me that I said it, but it is from you. So you need to take that risk.
Mr. Fred, I wanted to ask some question from your side. When you go to your side, it seems like for one-on-one meeting, though that one, the visa processing, less, will you guide me through the visa processing, whilst maybe I might not pay anything for that one? Because I see the packages for admission processing and those things, but I've not seen any visa processing for the.
All right. So for like almost half a decade, for like 5 years now, my team does the visa mock interview. We have a visa mock interview platform which has assisted over thousands of people. So we meet every day 4 a.m. Ghana time. And so when it comes to the visa process, I've been doing it for free for like more than 5 years now. So we have a platform that once you get admission and then you are able to secure an interview date, you send us an Instagram message and we add you. So we meet daily. For that one, it's free. So just like my brother spoke about, I have been doing this thing for free for a very long time. I even invested my money paying flight ticket for people and all that. So to be able to talk to me on based on the experience I've gained and also the knowledge I've learned about the process, to share those ideas with you. If I allow everybody to talk to me, it's going to be a lot. So to be able to have a personalized meeting with you, that's where you schedule that meeting. Apart from that, my team, and we are the only people doing that. My team is currently working on applications for people with high school and diploma who want to study in the US for free. But in order to sieve through, like I'm using my brother Peter Bawuah's word, to sieve through to know people who are serious, that's where you have to schedule a private 30-minute meeting. We meet before we begin. So, Demba, we appreciate you for joining us live. Let's talk to another person, Nyame Kofi Jr. Udini wadodonti yanko udini nyina yede.
Good evening, boss.
Nyame udini nyina yede Nyame Kofi. I can only see the Nyame Kofi Jr. Dia kanamba. Odi kura na se odi ahinkan ne to ase.
Good evening, boss.
I think you cannot hear it.
Good evening, boss.
Boss, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello, boss. Oh, okay. Fred, I'm grateful. Please, can I be heard?
Yeah, everybody can hear you.
I'm grateful for the opportunity given.
Oh man, looks like our brother is having a challenge hearing us. So let's talk to Odikru, or is it, Nyame, your connection is not very clear. So let's talk to Sami. Sami, please unmute and go ahead. Talk to Peter Bawuah.
Fred and Peter, good evening from here in Ghana. Charlie Peter, I salute.
Thank you.
Please, I already have an MBA here in Ghana, but I wish to also take the step that you have taken. I want to come abroad,
maybe to either have another master's or a PhD. The last time I was listening to Fred and then and Kingsford Onyina, I was on that session, and Mr. Fred, you announced a link that we should, if you want to have a one-on-one meeting with you. Before I was trying to come on, I heard that you were talking about it, but then I would be grateful if you can announce the link again, because I would like to have a meeting with your team so that I can have that discussion with them, because I want to move ahead and join you guys.
I think Fred, you're mute.
So, all right, the link is what I'm sharing on the screen. It's selar.co/4GIW. I'm showing that on the screen right now. So, it's selar.co/4GIW. Then you can schedule a private 30 minutes based on what we discuss. We can now proceed from there, how best my team can assist. We have been doing this for free. The Fred Effect has done over thousands of people. I invest my money into paying for people's application fees, service fee, plane ticket, and all that. So we've been doing this for a very long time. Just that as time goes on, just like my brother said, it's a lot. So a lot of people want to come on board, but we don't have all the time, and so want to know that people who are serious. And it's a bit bitter because there are some people you help them through the process, and at the end of the day, you invest your money into it, and they tell you that they will not even go for the visa interviews. So, bro, that is how it works. But if you do have a question for Peter Bawuah, please go ahead.
Yeah, I do have a question for Peter, but then I would like to say that I'll connect with his rep in Ghana and I'll be on his live.
All right, great, sir. So let's talk to Emmanuel. Emmanuel, please unmute and go ahead.
Okay, Uncle Fred, good evening.
Good evening. Talk to
Hello. Please, good evening. I'm from Ghana, Emmanuel. I've been following you and Uncle Peter, and you're doing a great job. Uncle Peter, please, I have a question.
Fred, you're mute.
Emmanuel, what happens is that with that noise at the background, we would not be able to interact. So, it will be disturbing the ears of our viewers. So please, if you can have a quiet background, we will bring you back on, Emmanuel. I'm sorry about that. Mr. Patrick, how are you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Please go ahead. Talk to Peter Bawuah.
All right. I'm speaking from Indonesia now. I'm not in Ghana. I'm in Indonesia. Right. So yeah. Good evening, Peter.
Good evening.
Yeah, I hope you are doing well.
Yeah, I'm fine.
That's great. Right. So I want to have my master's in Canada. So I haven't started any application yet. But my bachelor's degree, I had 2 years bachelor's degree, which was distance. So I want to ask, is that one is permissible, to be able to get a master's to do using the 2 years bachelor's degree, which was the distance education.
Right. So is it bachelor's distance or master's distance?
No, bachelor's distance, 2 years.
Oh, yeah, 2 years. So what was your previous studies?
It was diploma.
It was diploma. Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, diploma in education.
Yeah, it is possible. The fact is that before you apply to any school in Canada, the first thing I'll tell you is that you need to ask the department, because they have because there are certain schools they will not accept it. They will tell you that you only work for, is it 60 hours or credit hours or something like that, or 30. Some schools will accept 60 credit hours, some schools will not accept. So the fact is that combine your two transcripts and send it to the department that, okay, I did this, I did 2 top up. Is there anything I can do? Or maybe they can advise you. If it is worse, you can combine your distance to get 1 GPA. Or if better still, you can ask the department. It is possible to do it. Yeah, there's no problem with that.
Okay. Right. So thank you very much. So then I will be subscribing to your other channels as well, so that I will follow you from there.
Thank you very much.
Right.
Fred, you're mute.
I don't know why I mute myself. Normally, I just want the person to speak. Thank you, Patrick, for joining us. We appreciate your time. Let's talk to another person, Karim. Karim, can you please unmute? Karim,
Hi, Mr. Fred.
Are you a Muslim?
Yes, please. I'm a Muslim.
Yeah, salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. As well as a fellow custodian. And I know you are 8 year old.
Then you don't have to be on my life. We will carry the fight. I'm an 8-year-old. So anyway, go ahead, Karim.
Sorry for that. In fact, Mr. Fred and Mr. Peter, I'm always motivated anytime I join your life, and I say, God bless you and give you the wisdom and the knowledge. Yeah. So my question is, Mr. Peter, on the day of the mentorship, I want to find out if you'll be talking about how to prepare statement of purpose as well as the CV on that very day.
The mentorship program is for visa application. The visa
It's
application,
for only visa.
Yeah, for visa, because we are done the school application. So this one is visa application. And Fred, the fact is that I want to use this platform to educate people. We have letter of explanation and statement of purpose. In Canada application, some people call it statement of purpose, but on the IRCC, they call it letter of explanation. I know somebody that he said, I'm coming to Canada. He go and pay somebody that write a statement of purpose. The person write as if he's going to get admission. And the visa officer rejected the person. So sometimes the letter of explanation that you are talking about is what we are going to discuss. So we are going to talk about visa application, not school application. Yeah.
My final question is, do you have a standard for the CV as far as the school application is concerned?
Yeah, we have standard. We have standard that you need to follow. We have standard in US and Canada that you need to follow. We have different country CV. We have CV that you need to put your picture, but US and Canada, their standard CV is quite same. They have a lot of things that you need to arrange it. And I believe that is it, yeah.
All right, thank you for joining, Karim. Karim, let's talk to another person. Nyame is back again. Let's see if we can hear you now, Nyame. Nyame,
Hello,
I wanted to know your fourth name. So you have Nyame Kofi Jr. And is it Odikuro or what is the next one?
Odi Ahinkan. It's Odi Ahinkan Kofi Nyame Jr.
Oh, okay. Udini Dos.
Yeah.
Right.
Brother Fred, I'm grateful for the opportunity, and Mr. Bawuah Peter, I'm also grateful for the opportunity. I've been following you all along, especially Mr. Bawuah just spoke on the session he did just some few hours ago. I'm also with my book here as well, also writing what he has also written. Every weekend, I do buy data to hear the Fred Effect as well as Mr. Bawuah as well. He made mention a lot of informations and ideas, and in fact, his wisdom is normally great. With the mentorship, he said the amount is just 200 cedis. As he forgot to just say the amount, but I have the number of the PA, and I've told the PA that I'm his assistant, so it's just 200 cedis, and I believe it is worth investing to learn for these two days of mentorship he's having. I would say we are grateful for the knowledge he has been saying, and we are all behind both Brother Frederick and also Mr. Bawuah. Thank you very much.
We appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming on board. Let's talk to Georgia. Georgia, how are you doing? Georgia, you are muted. Georgia, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Please, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Go ahead.
Please, thank you for such a great opportunity. Mr. Fred, please, I want to ask you something. I have a 3-year diploma in nursing, and I want to know if your team can help me acquire a scholarship abroad, a school admission with a scholarship. I have a GPA of 3.22. CPG.
My team has currently been doing that for free. We would use your diploma to, depending on what you're interested in. Remember, with your diploma, you actually qualify for a master's degree. You also qualify for a bachelor's degree. What my team is doing for free is the bachelor's degree application. So if you're interested in a master's, the process is a little bit different. The documents required, if you want to go through West evaluation because of your CGP, if you want to do masters. But if you want to use your diploma to apply for a top-up or a transfer, that is what my team will take your documents and work on the application for you for free for the admission and scholarship. So all we need to do is to schedule a private meeting and then understand what you want to do. So I tell people that if you want to study abroad or you want to move abroad today, it is possible. It based on one, your resources. What resources do you have? Two, what documents do you have? And the time you have at your disposal. So yeah, it's highly possible, Georgia.
Okay, then I'll get back to you. Thank you.
All right. Let's talk to another person. Charles, I brought you on, but looks like your camera is off. So Charles, if you can fix that. I don't know how long my brother can stay. Peter, how many minutes more can you stay?
Maybe 7 minutes.
Okay.
I have another program I need to go and talk.
All right. Great. So let's talk to John. John, we can hear you.
Hello, hello,
John,
Peter.
Yeah.
All right, this is my first time. I just want to find out I have a bachelor's degree, first class, and I want to do my master's in Canada. Is it possible to get a scholarship, a full scholarship, and how can I go about it?
You say your GPA is what?
Class, please.
What?
First class.
Okay, first class. Yeah, you can get full scholarship. You can get fully funded scholarship. In what field?
Okay. Sorry.
What field? What field? What was
Okay,
program?
in business, I want to do international business, masters in international business.
Oh, okay. So with the full scholarship and the international business, you can get full scholarship. In fact, you can check University of Calgary. They are giving people sometimes a particular program that you are doing. You will not get that program here, so you can
Okay.
delve into related programs. In as much as
Okay.
maybe you did a course or something, the fact is that you need to articulate your SOP to meet the program demand. Somebody did political science, the person is doing criminology. How can the
Okay.
political science be doing criminology? It all depends on how you can able to articulate your ideas, how you can able to build your CV, your statement of purpose, and then you are good to go. So with the first class, we have a related program. You can check University of Saskatchewan, giving full scholarship to people. University of Calgary. In fact, somebody just shared a scholarship with me on University of Calgary. You can able to get it. Sometimes you can get full scholarship. Sometimes you can get partial. It all depends on who you are. So you can get, yeah.
All right. So thank you everyone for joining in. Peter Bawuah would have to go on another session. So yeah, remember that Peter Bawuah has a YouTube channel. It's called Peter Bawuah TV. So on Facebook it's Peter Bawuah TV. On TikTok it's the same thing. He's a very inspiring guy. He has been through the process and he's showing you the way how you can also do it. There's if you want to focus on negativities, there are a lot out there. If you wake up and you want to talk about how people are dying, how people are unsuccessful with the process, there's a lot out there. There are also a lot of people like my brother who is inspiring Africa, who is using his journey, what he has been through, what he has been able to achieve to inspire people. And it will be very great if you focus your mind and listen to such inspirations, follow such content, and that will be very helpful to your life as well. So, my brother, I appreciate you. The ideas and the wisdom you carry is mind
Yeah.
blowing, and I appreciate the
Thank you.
opportunity to interact and also connect with you.
In
What would be
fact, I need to also recommend you. In fact, when I was coming is where I heard your name, but a lot of people have commented on me, recommended me for the great thing that you have been doing. In fact, I'll also interview on my platform maybe in the coming weeks or months, and then we know what to do because people also need to listen to your story. I think people know you, but they don't know where you started. Baleban Boy, where or Zabzugu, where we all know that place. So, bro, keep doing whatever you're keeping. Sometimes there are certain comments that will come on our post. Me, Peter, now because my mental stability has because now I am like a fire. I will not even comment, just block certain people. There are certain comments that would detriment you from achieving your greatness. You're doing a great job. Whatever you are doing, put in much effort. I believe that you become one of the global people, international platform. We are helping people. In fact, maybe 10 years to come, we can collaborate and have a section in Ghana, countries by country. Who knows? So let's keep building ourselves. And I also recommend each and everyone to follow. You have been sharing your post on my page, recommending you to a lot of people. Keep it up. People will talk about you, but be focused and do whatever you do. And I wish you all the best and God bless you. I thank you for all my listeners and you too. I appreciate you, Fred. God bless you.
Thank you so much, bro, for coming on. And that was Peter Bawuah sharing his journey and story with us. We'll be ending it here. Thank you for tuning in. We do this every weekend. So next week, I'll be on. Normally we do it on Sundays, but depending on my guest schedule, we can move it around on Saturdays as well. So next week I'll be on with another inspirational session to tell you that the journey is possible. People have done it. So can you. Peter Bawuah has been able to achieve it. So can you. you know, it used to be that if you want to study abroad, you have to be a first class student. You need to be from a rich home. All of us are not on that level, but we've been able to push through and get here. So can you. So I appreciate you for joining. This has been the Fred Effect. My name is Fred. No, understand that it's highly possible. All you need to do is to be positive and everything will be fine. I'll see you in another one.